In my father's study there was a large globe with all the countries of the world running around it. I could put my finger on the exact spot where I was and had been ever since I'd been born. And I was on the wrong side of the globe. I was in China, in a city named Hankow, a dot on a crooked line that seemed to break the country right in two. The line was really the Yangtze River. But who would know by looking at a map what the Yangtze River really was? Orange, brown, muddy, mustard-colored, and wide, 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 with a river smell that was old and came all the way up from the bottom. Sometimes old women knelt on the river bank, begging the river god to return a son or grandson who may have drowned. They would wail and beat the earth to make the river god pay attention. But I knew how busy the river god must be. All those people on the Yangtze River, coolies hauling water, women washing clothes, houseboats swarming with old people and young, chickens and pigs, big, crooked-sailed junks with eyes painted on their prows so they could see where they were going. I loved the Yangtze River, but of course I belonged on the other side of the world, in America, with my grandmother. 25 fluffy little yellow chicks hatched from our eggs today, my grandmother wrote. I wrote my grandmother that I had watched a Chinese magician swallow 3 yards of fire. The trouble with living on the wrong side of the world was that I didn't feel like a real American. For instance, I could never be President of the United States. I didn't want to be president. I wanted to be a writer. Still, why should there be a law saying that only a person born in the United States could be president? It was as if I wouldn't be American enough. Actually, I was American every minute of the day, especially during school hours. I went to a British school, and every morning we sang God Save the King. Of course, the British children loved singing about their gracious king. Ian Forbes stuck out his chest and sang as if he were saving the king all by himself. Everyone sang, even Gina Boss, who was Italian, and Vera Sebastian, who was so Russian she dressed